Welcome back to episode 3 of I Am Kenny Biddle. And on this episode, we're going to talk about orbs. Motherfucking orbs.
Oh, God. When are we going to stop talking about this?
Alright, since there are still some fucktards out there that believe that orbs are ghosts, we're going to address the issue. We're going to talk about it for a few minutes. Let's see. So let's just jump in and say this is what causes orbs. These are some of the things, not all, but a few of the things that can cause the orb effect to show up on film. Fucking dust particles, pet dander, raindrops, snow, hail, mist, fog, mosquitoes, gnats, spiders, little fucking bugs, pollen, strands of hair, lens flare, porch lights, street lights, flashlights, LEDs, reflective surfaces, lanterns, all the lights on your fucking little devices that you have no fucking clue how to use on a ghost hunt. All of these can cause the orb effect. Yes, they can. Okay? Most of these have one singular issue that completes the transformation from natural thing to orb thing. Okay? The all fucking stupid orb thing. And that is called the circle of fucking confusion. Actually, it's called circle of confusion. I added the fucking. Anyway, what is this? What is the circle of confusion? The circle of confusion is a photography term that talks about, it's basically, when you break it down, it's something that's out of focus. That's pretty much what it is. When you have something that, when you take your camera, okay, and you push the little shutter button, that little button, and it's goes halfway down, that focuses. Most of you guys that use digital cameras, or even 35mm cameras nowadays, you know that it's an autofocus feature. You push it halfway down, it focuses on what you want, either the person or the scene. Make sure it's in sharp focus so it looks nice. Yay! Okay? What it does is focus on one plane. Alright, so if, say, like this camera, even though this camera fucking sucks and goes out of focus on me every, like, minute or so, it's still focused on me. Okay? If I move my hand up like this, it's not in focus. I come back, I'm in focus, there it goes. It goes out of focus. Boom. That's what's happening. The camera can only focus on one plane at a time. And plane, as I mean, if you have a camera and you're focusing on something over here, it's going to focus on this. Okay? Anything fucking closer or further away, it's not focused on. So it's going to be blurred. This is where your circle of confusion comes in. Another big concern is the flash. The use of the flash. You see, you need a light source that's bright and really close to the camera. Orbs started appearing in around the 90s when digital cameras really started coming on. They're really cheap frickin' cameras. The digital cameras were like 1 megapixel maybe, and they were coming out as compact cameras, compact and subcompact. You had cameras that were like this and this. Okay? You have cameras that are like this. And the thing about these things, I'm going to look like an idiot holding all three of them. All the flashes are right there with the lens. They're right there. This, boom, boom, right above it. This one, boom. They're all within about an inch of the fucking lens. What happens is that it's illuminating dust particles or anything else right in front of the lens. Dust particles are the #1 fucking cause of your fucking orbs. Yes. Orb dog. Yes. Dust particles are your #1 cause. With you, fucking rain and snow are your big concerns, because just holding an umbrella over yourself outside in the rain doesn't mean you're not going to get orbs from rain or snow. Fucktard. Anyway, so when the flash goes off, boom, it illuminates any dust particles in this area here. All of these are not in focus. This camera when you're taking a picture, will be focused on the scene. It will be focused on the person that you're taking a picture of, which are probably going to be, I don't know, maybe 6-7 feet away, maybe more. If it's scenery, it's going to be more. That's a large distance. It's focused on that. It's not focused on anything right here. This would be like, let's say, I'm going to take this paper clip. Let's see if this works. And while the camera's focused on me, I want to move it in front. How's that look? A little blurry? A little blurry? That's right in front of the lens. It's out of focus. And this is pretty thick. This is pretty thick. Alright? It's a paper clip. If you do your research, especially if you look on NASA, fucking NASA has an awesome website. They have shit about everything. And they tell you about dust. Actually, it's a NASA website for kids. So, most of you ghost hunters that believe dust particles and orbs are ghosts, this will be on your level of mentality. Anyway, dust particles can get as small as to fit about 100 of them across the width of a human hair. That's pretty fucking small. Okay, a lot smaller than this paperclip. Alright? So when the flash hits it, it's out of focus, but it still gets illuminated. Okay? That's why most of your orbs are going to be white, off-white, maybe a bluish tint because it's at nighttime. Some of them have a greenish tint because you're outside at a cemetery or by the woods, and you have the green background, the trees, the bushes, the grass, all that shit back there. You're going to get a green cast on your orb. It's not actually a green orb. It's the fucking color from the background bleeding through it because it's trans-fucking-parent. Okay? Why is it trans-fucking-parent? Because it's fucking blurry. Because it's right up against the lens. Here's something for you to try. This is a trick that I tell people to do. You take a pen. Now, if you're stupid, don't do this experiment. Alright? It's just a word of advice. I don't need anybody poking their fucking eye out and blaming me. Because you're stupid. Anyway, you take the pen. You hold it out. Okay? You focus. You look at the pen with one eye. Close one eye. You look at the pen. You can see it. It's in focus. It's beautiful. It's pretty. Yay! Okay. What you do now is you focus on the background. Say, I'm going to focus on the camera. And I'm going to put this in front of me. And then slowly, without poking myself in the fucking eye, I'm going to bring this all the way up. All the way up. Still focused on the camera. And what happens? Wow. That pen point becomes blurry. Very blurry. And when you get light from like your ceiling fan or if you're outside, especially if you're outside, do this outside because then it's really cool. Because the metal tip will reflect sunlight and you'll get a little reflection there. Which, when it's this close, it looks like a fucking orb. Ooh, it looks like a gold orb. Somebody call Orb Dog. Anyway, that's one of your main reasons why you get orbs. Other reasons, insects. I mean, we talked about fucking insects. Gnats. Gnats are them fucking little pieces of shit things that fucking swarm. There's like thousands of them. And you're walking through a field, and all of a sudden, you look up, and boom, they're all in your face, and they're all over the place. I hate them fucking things. Ugh. Anyway, they're all over. They're tiny. Very tiny. And if you're taking pictures out in a cemetery at night, most likely you're not going to see them until it's too late. You're going to take some pictures, then you're going to realize, oh, there's the whole gnats. You're going to slap them. Friends are going to come over and laugh at you because you got bugs all over your hair and shit. And then you're going to walk off, do the rest of your little ghost hunt, and forget about it. You're not even going to think about, hey, I was taking pictures when there's a whole swarm fucking full of gnats all around me. Nah, don't worry about it. You're okay. You're a ghost hunter. Mosquitoes. How many fucking times have you guys seen a fucking orb with legs, wings, and antenna? How many times? Probably a lot. Especially if you go to a certain person's website. If it's got legs, if it's got wings, it's not a fucking orb. And I doubt it's a ghost. Because it's only like that small. Alright? I'm not even going to talk about that anymore because it's fucking ridiculous. strands of hair. Ladies and gentlemen with long hair. Guess what? If a strand of hair comes out and gets in front of a lens of one of these kind of cameras, even these, you'll have one of those classic streaks, or the orbs that are moving very fast, because you'll have an orb and then you have a streak, or some people call it a contrail. Fucking stupid name. Anyway, you'll have that on the edge of the picture. And what happens is that, what I've found, because I actually do experiments, real experiments, not the bullshit that you see on some ghost hunting websites. When you have hair in front of the lens and you take pictures, the shaft of the hair, I said shaft, the shaft of the hair is illuminated slightly, but it's out of focus. And the point, the end of the strand of hair actually is what gives you the ball orb effect on the end. You can do it at home. Just, take some pictures, put your hair in front of it. And the problem is that this happens outside. If you're outside and there's a wind blowing and your hair is blowing all over the place and you're holding a camera like this, if you have long enough hair, yes, it'll go in front. It doesn't happen too often anymore because most people realize that it's fucking hair and they stop doing it. What else? I have notes, so I'm going to cheat. I don't know everything off the top of my head. I have to write it down. Let's see. Flashlights, lights, porch lights, street lights, all that shit goes with the out of focus thing. If you're taking a picture of somebody 6 feet in front of you and there's a street light a mile down the road, it's not going to be in focus. And you're going to wonder, what is that? Most groups take 2 or 3 pictures of the same scene, which is great. But people out by themselves just taking pictures and they get this strange golden light, that's at the end of the dirt road where the actual road meets it, and they don't know what it is. It's usually a street light. Porch lights. Nowadays you have different kind of bulbs. You have the white, you have yellow, which is traditional, and then in recent times blue lights have been used. So keep on the look for that. If you see these, it doesn't mean it's a blue orb and it's sad and it's feeling bad about itself because it got, its orb girlfriend broke up with it, so it's feeling blue. No, it's a blue fucking light on someone's porch. That's what happened. Movement. I get a lot of questions like, oh well, I took a video and I asked it to do a loop-de-loop, and you know what? I did. It did. It came in the scene and went like this and went out. And woohoo, there you go. When you watch those videos, take note, because most of the time, and those that I have seen, the guy asks an orb to do a loop-de-loop 6, 7, 8 times. So you're not actually telling it what to do. You're just throwing it out there and hoping something will happen. Same thing. Dust particles, bugs. Bugs can be inside. They don't have to be outside pictures to get bugs. All right. Everybody knows you can get some. You can get some gnats. You can get flies. There's always bugs that get inside the house somehow. But for the loop-de-loop thing, fuck, man. I mean, have some common sense. Look at the fucking scene. Don't just hold the camera and look in the screen, because now you're just getting the camera's perspective. Look around the fucking scene. All right, see what's going on. You might actually see the fucking bug. Who knows? But if you're just saying, hey, can you do a loop-de-loop, and you say it like 6, 7, 47 times, you're just guessing. Chances are it might happen. You get lucky. That's it. I want to put a little video in here, just a quick one that I took earlier. What I did was take a flashlight. I took actually this flashlight right here and turned it on. I turned all these lights off in here, so all I had was the light from the flashlight and the monitor in front of me, and held it up like this, pretty much like, well, actually I held it like this. You'll see in the video, and what you'll see is dust particles that are coming into the light of the flashlight, and they're getting illuminated. You won't see them before they enter the beam of light, and you won't see them after. They're going to come in, some are going to come in top, zip down. There's actually one that actually zigzags like that. It's fucking amazing because it's dust particles, and they're pretty much doing whatever they want to do, and not just shooting by straight. They're not just going in a straight line. They're all not all going in the same direction. Blah blah blah. Bullshit. All right, they are doing whatever the fuck they want to do. All right, so check out this video. I'll be right back. See them? They're fucking dust particles. They're not fucking orbs. They're not ghosts. They're fucking dust particles floating around. What you got is a bright light, which is your flash. Whee! And you bring it up, it illuminates dust particles that are in the air. Ooh, there's one. Look at that. Ooh, I even followed it. God damn it, good. Another question that comes up is where an orb is. As in, somebody brings me this frickin' picture, and they say, "Oh, look, you know what? This orb it came out that door, or it's going into that doorway there across the room, or hey, look, it's sitting in that chair." My question is, how the fuck do you know? Seriously, if you have this little ball of light that's floating in space, how the fuck do you know it's actually on the chair? How do you know it's by the fucking door that's, I don't know, 16 feet away from you? How do you know it's there and not in front of the fucking camera? You don't. Let's play a little game. Alright, let's see. See this little dot right about here that's moving around? Can you tell me where that is? Is that on the arm of my chair? Is it in front of me? Can I go in front? Oh, look at that. I can go in front of it. That means my hand's in front of it. Wow, look at that. It's still fucking there. It's still fucking there. It's still fucking there. Holy shit. Where the fuck is it? I don't know. It looks like it's somewhere there. It's moving around. I don't know. Where could it be? You don't know. Actually, it's actually this little guy right here. This little guy is inside the fucking camera. You know why? Because I'm using a flashlight to make it happen. It's called an internal reflection of the lenses inside the fucking camera. Ooh, oh, wait. There's an orb. I see it. There's an orb. It's right there. Anyway, so my point is that you don't fucking know where your goddamn fucking orb is in space. It's not sitting on your fucking chair. It's not pinching somebody's ass when they're walking down a hallway. It's not by the fucking door. It's not trying to escape. It's not trying to come in. It's not playing with someone's hair. It's not doing shit. It's a fucking dust particle for the most part. Okay? It's an out of focus thing, natural thing that's in front of the fucking lens. Ugh. Which brings me to another point. Orbs are not behind anything. You get people to come up to me and with pictures and say, look, you know, half of this is behind a tombstone, or half of this is behind the wall, or half of this is behind the chair. It's not fucking behind anything. What it is that either the color changes on the background and the blurry image of the dust particle or bug gets lost in the change of color. Either it's too bright, like the wall is a light color, the chair is a light color, the tombstone, which are usually like a light gray, a white, depending on the flash that's used and how close you are, and you bleach it out, it could be a very light color, and it looks like it's behind it, but it's not. Sometimes with some manipulation through photo programs, you can figure it out and say, oh yeah, look, it's not behind it. But it is not behind anything. Why? Because the fucking dust particle is right fucking here. That's where it is. Right in fucking the lens. It'll be in front of everything else in the picture. Everything. People, dogs, cats, furniture, lamps, whatever. It's going to be in front of everything. Get used to it. Orbs are not ghosts. Let's see. What else? What else have we got? Photoshopped orbs. Really. I mean, I understand that some people actually are so fucked in the head that they have to fake shit. Goners. But to really to fake an orb, how desperate are you? I'm not even going to get into that. No, we're going to move on. Okay. Oh, let's talk about 3D. 3D is a great fucking thing. All right? Because, well, now there's actually 3D cameras out. I think Fuji made one. Okay? But before that, my buddy, and I'm going to say he's my buddy because, you know, I like making everybody my buddy. Except a few people. Poor dog. Mitch Silverstein. Awesome guy. Genius. As far as I'm concerned. He's a scientist. He builds shit. He thinks shit up and says, you know what? I'm fucking building it. He builds it. And what he did before it was popular, before the big companies did it, he built a 3D camera rig. So he took two cameras, like these. I'm actually probably closer to these. He took them apart. He wired the shutters together. And he mounted them on a bracket. And he actually he took all the measurements into account so that you'd have a good 3D. So each lens was at an eye. This one was at this eye. So it would look just like what we see. Rigged them up, had it on a bracket so he could take it around, take pictures in 3D. Okay? So, relating back to the whole position in space and where is it sitting in the chair, is an orb out the door, what bullshit. He could go around, take pictures in all the places people say are haunted. And when he developed them, and you put on your nifty 3D glasses, you put on your glasses like this, and you looked at them, you could see that when he did capture an orb, it was in one photo. It would only be on one side. It wasn't in the other. Why is that? If you have two fucking cameras that are wired together, let's use these two, kind of like this, and they're taking pictures, and an orb only shows in this one. What's that tell you? I don't know. Yes, I do know. It's fucking in front of the lens. That's what it is. It's in front of the fucking lens on this one, not on this one. So it's not actually out in space. It's not out here. It's back here. Stupid fucking orbs. Alright. I think that's it. Is that it? Let me check my notes. Pollen. Pollen is something. Did I mention pollen? There's a burp. That was for cat. Anyway. I think I mentioned pollen. Pollen is bad too. That's just like dust particles. Pollen's floating all over the place. I mean, I think pollen is out from like February to October. And the color ranges. Just do me a favor. Look up pollen. Okay? Look up colors of pollen. And you'll get charts where there's every goddamn fucking color of pollen possible. So that might help with your colored orbs. I doubt it, but that's it. Okay? So the bottom line, orbs are not ghosts. Like my friend Carolyn says, orbs are not ghosts. They're not. If you stop fucking putting so much stock in your goddamn fucking beliefs and use science, use what's available to you. See, that's a problem. Let me touch on that. When you decide that, you know what, I'm going to be a ghost hunter. You decide this, okay? You're going to be a ghost hunter. You're going to put up a website. You're going to say, hey, we're experienced. We know everything because we watch all the fucking TV shows. We know how they do it. We're going to do it better than they do. And you decide, you know what, I'm going to start taking pictures, and we're going to see orbs. And we see orbs. You know what? Some of these shows and a lot of these websites, they say orbs are ghosts. We're going to say orbs are ghosts too because, you know what? We're a ghost hunting team now. We have a website. So now we're paranormal investigators. We're experts. We know what we're doing. Bullshit. That's not how it works. Because now what you do, you think you are an authority. You think you know better than fucking anybody else. So when photographers get together, professional fucking photographers get together, they figure out what's going on. When your fucking Nikon, Canon, Olympus, Pentax, all these, Fuji, when all these camera companies get together and they realize through their own independent testing what's going on with orbs, circle of fucking confusion, all your photographers can duplicate it because they see it, they know what it is, they can go out and duplicate it, they know what it is. Again, circle of fucking confusion. And they put it out there and say, hey, you know what? We're not experts in the paranormal. We are experts in photography. This is what we know. This is what we do. This is what we found. We can do it over and over again. We can show you examples. We can explain what you have. And you motherfuckers, not all of you watching this, because some of you I know are good, but the other ones, you know who you are. The other motherfuckers come out and say, you know what? I don't care about your evidence. Your evidence sucks. I don't care what you say. I know better because I've been investigating the paranormal since 1985. What? Are you fucking serious? You think you know better. You have no idea about photography except, hey, I take this and I push this button and it takes a picture. That's just the extent of your photography knowledge. But you're going to go against professional photographers that know what the fuck they're doing and tell them they're wrong. Yeah. You know what you are? You are a fucktard. Plain and simple. I don't know what else to say because this is going to be a debate. I know it's going to keep going on and on and on. I know when this video gets posted, I know at least one person's going to bitch and tell me I don't know the truth because I can't see them and I might be right on some points, but others I can't see and I'll never see and this and blah 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 blah. Seriously, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I do what I do as an experiment. I reference. I learn. I don't take it on, hey, you know what? I said so, so that's enough. No. That's not good enough. Saying so is not enough. Watching TV shows about stupid ghost hunters on an edited program that's meant for entertainment is not education. It's entertainment and stupidity. Orbs are not ghosts. Orbs are not spirits. Orbs are not paranormal. Orbs are not something spooky. No, they're not. Not at all. No. Orbs are a natural phenomenon. It's an artifact of the mechanics of the camera and something being too close. Just not being in focus. That's it. Understand that this last half hour that I've been talking doesn't cover every possible explanation of the orb phenomenon. It doesn't. There's just not enough time to talk about everything, all the details and all the explanations that surround this photographic anomaly. And that's all it is, photographic anomaly. It's still not a ghost. I just don't have time in a video like this that goes on YouTube to explain everything. And there is also the aspect that I don't know the answer to everything. I don't. I know. Some of you are like, holy fuck, what's going on? I don't know the answer to everything. It's just the way it is, okay? None of you know the answer to everything. Being a professional photographer and knowing a lot of friends like Bobby and Robin that are professional photographers, we know the explanation for most of it. I would say 90-95% of it. There's still a percentage out there that I don't know. Not being there, not being around, not knowing the equipment, not knowing all the details is a big issue that causes problems. It's not going to let me solve the mystery. But for the most part, what you see in this video explains a lot of it. Don't get pissed off. If you do, fuck you. I don't care. Take it to heart. Just take it with you. Learn from it. Understand that what you're getting isn't a ghost and can be duplicated. And if that's the case, it's not a ghost. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave it in the spaces below. You can contact me through Facebook if you want to. I am at Kenny Biddle. Awesome! That is AWSM. Feel free to contact me, ask me questions. If you want to bitch and complain, talk to Lou, my buddy Lou. He'll take your calls. Okay. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it, and talk to you in the next episode.